Welcome to Nightly Repeat. My name's Nathan.
Devin. And this is a show where we talk about High School Musical, the musical, the series.
Stop. We weren't actually gonna. We're not gonna do that. That's dumb. But in this episode, we are gonna have a bit. It's not talking like cowboys, but it's instead going to be cyberbullying Lucas. Lucas has only watched 1.5 of the first episode, so he's watched it,
but he hasn't listened to any of the sounds of it.
Yeah, he hasn't listened to the sound the first time, and he's only watched 2 minutes of it, and then they watched the full episode without sound in class.
That's so weird.
He doesn't know anything about High School Musical series, but Devin and I are going to talk about it. Every 3 minutes, we're going to have an alarm. The alarm's going to go off, and then Lucas is going to comment. We're going to ask him a question. He's going to have to answer that question, and he has to talk for 30 seconds. So that's just the bit. Basically, we wanted Lucas to be included in the episode, and we wanted to force him to talk more than he usually does on the average episode. And so we figured, why not pick a topic that he has nothing to say anything about? And
we're
so that's
bad
the
friends.
Bit. That's the bit. Yeah, we're really bad friends.
So I want to get right into it. Like we were talking about before the show, one thing I really like.
Let me go ahead and start the timer for this bit that you really don't like.
One thing I really love about the show is there's not a lot of characters, but the characters we do get, even the minor ones, get at least some character.
Yeah, they build on you have
Seb.
Seb.
Seb is a perfect example.
Seb was in the very first episode,
talking to
he was
bitch.
Talking. Let's not call her that, just in case, let's.
Nicole, if you're watching, we love you.
What?
Nicole?
Is that her name?
No.
Nah. He was sitting at a table with a girl named Natalie Bagley, at least I think that's her name. Can you give me some Smarties? And they're talking about how EJ, how they're totally jealous that Nene was dating EJ because he's a senior. But then we learn more about Seb, even though he didn't even really speak in the first episode.
Yeah,
which I think is really cool because it builds on characters, and it doesn't need a lot of characters to be a very successful and entertaining show. When the point of the show is to get involved with those characters, so you'd think they'd have to have a lot of characters for you to do that, but really they're able to achieve so much with so few.
Yeah, that's really amazing. And the characters that we do have are really good.
Oh yeah,
there's only one character that we collectively don't like. But anyway, let's start with just character by character. You want to talk about Ricky? Or is that for later? You want to talk about?
We don't need to talk about the characters. I think
if you want to.
Yeah, we can. If you haven't seen the show, basically the plot, because I think we should make the episode accessible to everyone, and we have 30 minutes. I've got a timer. And so the plot of the episode is basically that these two people, Ricky and Nene, used to date, and then they broke up, or they took a break.
That's so dumb.
And Nene's like, I moved on, I picked someone else because you dumped me after I said I love you to you. And so then Ricky auditions for the musical, which is Nene's thing, because he wants to get her back. And so then it's Ricky falling in love with something that he only did to try to get Nene back, and Nene trying to come to grips with the fact that he maybe does care about the musical, and all of the other characters have a bunch of hijinks involved with that storyline.
Now,
I do passionately believe that this is Ricky and Nene's story. Now, does that necessarily
Troy and Gabriella?
Yeah, does that necessarily mean that all of the other characters are invalid? Probably not. But I do think that it's their story, and I do end up seeing them and end up together. You're watching this at the end of January or something, which you're probably not. You're probably going to watch this right before episode 9 drops. So this might all change. So that's our 3-minute timer. I'll go ahead and click repeat. No, I probably shouldn't. So, Lucas.
So, if I was in Nene's shoes...
You don't have the question yet.
No, we'll talking.
I would just, go with it. Go with your heart clutch. Just take the keys in the car.
What should she go with?
Just go. just physically go, and then just take...
Where?
Just go down the street.
To drama school?
She needs to go to drama school. She needs to learn. She needs to learn a little bit more. I think that
But
She's not
won't
talented?
won't she only get in if she already knows?
she knows and she will learn.
You think she'll get in?
No.
Why?
But that's why I think she should go. And
What are
just-
Courtney's
just-
chances getting
Just,
in?
you know, just keep going and
Will Courtney get
don't
in?
look back. You
Will
know,
Courtney
just-
get in?
What about Courtney?
Courtney, I don't know, man. Courtney's, he's also just got to go with what he's doing. If I was in Courtney's shoes,
You could have guessed, and I mean, not to say that names are gendered, but like, how many male Courtneys do you know?
0. I
How
don't know
many-
any Courtneys.
That's fair.
Know of? Do you know of any male Courtneys?
No,
Do you know of any female Courtneys?
no.
Hey, Courtney's in the audience. Hit Lucas up. So, okay, let's go.
He needs no more Courtneys. This is basically a call for. Anyway, we'll go ahead and start the timer. He's been talking for 30 seconds. Can you get me more Smarties?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
We love each other here at Nightly Repeat.
Candy. We have a candy box. Candy box. Anyway, Devin.
I eat all the candies that make me itch, so I can't speak. So, one of the things that I didn't really like at the beginning was when Ricky did the break right after she said "I love you." When Nene said "I love you," but
Lucas?
later we realize because we think it's because Ricky doesn't have the feelings for her, but later it's more of
Just parents don't even say "I love you" to each other, so it's like, how can I say this to a
he doesn't understand it, and that's so relatable to me. Ricky is the most relatable character because
I would agree with that. I don't
Like,
skateboard or anything like.
I don't skateboard.
Ricky, but like he's still relatable.
I didn't even know when my parents divorced. Like, it is just, he's a very relatable character, and I feel like, at least for the male audience, he is our entrance to the show. That's how I feel engaged, at least. What do you feel about that, Lucas?
I would definitely.
Or Nathan.
I would definitely have to agree with that. I really like Ricky as a character. I really like seeing him grow as a character and like learn new things and like come to grips with maybe I am a theater kid and I've always thought that theater was dumb and I didn't want to do it. But then he comes to grips with maybe he is, and maybe it was all more than just like I want to get back with her. Well, that might be what it started. He says it well himself when he says that it has become a little bit of a family to him, and it helps him get away from dealing with a lot of things. Like, I know activities have definitely helped me keep my focus away from things that I haven't really wanted to think about or haven't really wanted to confront. While my activity wasn't theater, I can definitely relate to Ricky as using it as an outlet to avoid having to deal with those troubling topics.
And a theme I feel of the show is kind of getting out of your comfort zone. Because,
Mhm.
let's say the three main characters.
Big Red and Ricky both do that.
Yeah. Big Red, Miss Jen even.
And I think all of the characters really step outside of their comfort zone because Ricky's this like gnarly skater type
Yeah.
guy. So like whilst they're in their comfort zone because they're in theater, they're outside of their comfort zone because they have this new guy that's playing the lead role and they have to come to grips with that. And so I feel that pulls them outside their comfort zone, even though they're doing theater, which is something that they've done for a while.
And one of the characters that I really like, Gina, one of her very first things is she's not the lead role. She has to learn
Yeah,
to not
and
do that.
Gina,
She struggles with it.
Gina is the embodiment of being outside of your comfort zone because her mom works for FEMA, so she moves every single year. So, and I believe they said 6 years straight. She's had a new school, a new environment, and she's had like a hard time.
I think it was 7 schools in the past 5 years.
Yeah. And so she's had a hard time. So Lucas, tell me when you've had a hard time, like fitting in somewhere.
Every day at school, I just like can't fit in.
Why?
Can't fit in
Can
at
you tie it
school.
back to High School Musical, the musical, the series, please? Like an event that happened in the show. Can you tie it back to that?
So like when Big Red did that one thing in that one episode, I really agreed.
Wait, what did he do? What episode was it?
What characters did he affect?
The Jen or whatever her name is.
Miss Jen?
Miss Jen.
Are you talking about when he did stage directions?
Yes. So whenever he did stage directions, that's not something he normally did, and because of that, he grew as a human being.
Now, he
I
really
like- I
liked
like-
the stage
I like
directions,
how
right?
accurate that kind of is.
No, he was a big fan of the stage directions. That's something he believed in.
He believed in it, and he just went with his heart. heart clutch, and he you just you gotta go with what you believe in.
So, but how did he believe in stage directions? How did that make him grow as a
He
character?
wanted to do that.
Okay.
I like how accurate, somewhat accurate that was. It's like,
Until I did
'cause-
rail him.
Yeah. Before, when you're, hey, Lucas,
Good job.
you did a pretty good job.
You know what the funniest part is?
Because, I mean,
He's seen that scene.
Yeah. Never mind. I take back my question.
He just doesn't pay attention. So,
Wait, the second episode?
that's in the second episode, yeah. I skipped
he-
forward to that scene because it kind of actually did relate to him, which is really funny.
Was it about how he couldn't read? Is that how it related to Lucas? I'm kidding. Lucas, can you read?
No,
No.
I can't read.
In class, he would. So, going back to High School Musical, the musical, the series, it's a little bit absurd. Like, even look at the title.
Yeah, you need to. Have you so on the new Disney Plus show, app? They've got a bonus reel. It's called High School Musical, and then colon the musical, colon the series, colon the special. And if you watch the trailer for the special, it's called High School Musical, colon the musical, colon the series, colon the special, colon the trailer. It's easily the longest title on Disney Plus, but
I feel like
I
the
think that's kinda
absurdity of what they're doing is actually really interesting. Because just look at the concept alone. We have a drama teacher.
Lucas, explain absurdity.
We have a drama teacher that never made it as an actress, is constantly thrown down, but really likes the movie High School Musical, and they're doing High School Musical, the musical, because it's the school that the musical was filmed in. And it has a really...
And because Miss Jen's obsessed with it, and that's a part of her character.
Yeah.
We learn more about that, especially in episode 8, where
episode 8, episode 7.
where we learned that her voice, or her line that she had in the movie, got cut out, and so she goes into a dream sequence where she sings with fucking Lucas Gabriel about it. She comes to terms that it's more about the students and less about her personal career. She doesn't need to be successful because maybe her job in life, or maybe her meaning of life, was to teach these kids how to be better versions of themselves, whether they become successful or not. Oops, I said it. I said sex, guys.
So, I feel like there's a theme of the series.
Growing as a person instead of growing fat stacks.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you end up being successful in life, because you need to find who you really are, who you're meant to be with, and chase that and never let go. Like Ricky, never letting go again of Nene. Like, even when he's kind of talking to Gina, instead of talking to Gina about calling his mom, he went to text Nene. Like at the end of episode 7, Thanksgiving, he went to text Nene. He obviously went back on it. But Nene's always, and before he talked to Gina, before Gina came over and gave him the hat, he was gonna call Nene, ask what he should do about his mom. Nene's always in the back of his head, and he's wanting to chase after what he believes in.
Even look at the first episode when he says, "Yeah, I hung out with other girls, but did I talk about Nene all the time?"
Yeah, it definitely demonstrates that a huge part of his arc is chasing after what he wants and what he believes in. No phones. Recording session.
Please.
Chasing after what he believes in and trying to become a better person. So, Lucas, tell me a time that you've chased after something to be a better person and tie it into High School Musical, the musical series.
One time I chased after.
A little bit closer.
One time I chased after my dream. So I chased after something in school. Chased after my dreams, and I feel
What are your dreams?
I'm not going to disclose that on the podcast. Thank you
That's
very
fair.
much.
Keep going.
So I chased after my dreams, and I feel like that really, it corresponds to Ricky's character, who wants to
Lucas, did you shoot your shot?
Lucas, did you shoot your shot?
who shouts his shot.
Did you shoot your shot, Lucas?
He shouts his shot, and it just.
Lucas?
Some things, it just doesn't work out, and that's okay because life life moves on, and you can't do nothing about it.
Well, no, the series is a lot about how fate
All
does
right, you
happen.
guys can go back to talking now.
I really wish the audience could see his face when he said that. But that's one thing I want to get to. He was wrong there.
Why was he wrong?
Because the show is big about presenting, well, this happens, fate will happen, but you don't just go with it. You go with your resolve. You stay strong.
Do what you want.
You get what
Grab
you want.
what you want.
You get Nene.
Grab what you want. If it's Nene. No, I'm kidding.
But it's not like in any other show where the main protagonist just wants to get the girl. We don't really see the girl as anything other than the prize. But Nene's a character. We see how she has her own goals. She has her own resolves. There's things that she wants.
And they're not always Ricky as much as he would like it to be otherwise.
And that's a big part of her character.
And
Even
see,
Courtney
here's
points that out.
Here's why I think that episode 8 messed things up. I think Devin agrees with me here that Nene should have tried to go in for a kiss with Ricky, and Ricky should have said no, just like she said no to him, to demonstrate that maybe his life isn't all about Nene. And to also demonstrate that, like, whilst Nene has her own dreams, she also may still care about Ricky, to demonstrate that, well, yes, you may have your dreams, but there's more to your dream, more than just your dreams in life. You should live carpe diem in the moment at some times, but you shouldn't always be just running towards the future. You should also be willing to live in the present. And I think a good example would be Ricky not running after Nene and instead maybe contemplating what he has with Gina, and vice versa. Nene stopped not caring as much about pursuing the youth actors conservatory, and instead maybe contemplating, what do I have with Ricky? Should I still have something with Ricky?
Now, what you might see as a contradiction is his dream is Nene, but Nene's not what he wants. He wants what Nene represents, which is almost like a comfort. Because he doesn't have that with anyone else. His family life is hurt.
He can't talk to anybody but Nene.
The only time that we see him getting better is through theater. He's finding an outlet which he can express himself, which he can basically not need Nene for.
Yes, it's like a family. And whilst he still may think that he needs Nene, it's questionable as to whether or not he really does.
Now, obviously he wants Nene.
Yeah.
Because he loves her. But what we're seeing with the show is he doesn't need Nene. Right, Lucas?
Yeah.
Right. I totally agree.
Why doesn't he need Nene?
Why doesn't he need Nene?
Because Nene doesn't. Because Nene,
Thank you.
Nene is a strong, independent woman.
She has 2 moms.
Give me an example of her being strong from the show.
Yeah, what
She
expresses her...
And if that's so much of a character, can you not only give me 1, but can you give me 3? Top 3?
She sing. She dance.
Well, what did she dance to?
A song,
To a song?
stupid.
Yeah, to a song, obviously. Jeez.
Sergio just danced to silence.
How do you feel like her grandmother affects her?
Grandmother.
Very much or little?
Too much, almost.
Too much.
Too much. Grandma is in 1 episode.
2.
Yeah, 1 episode where she's affecting her choices.
Oh, yeah. Well, she's mentioned in 8 when she talks about, hey, my grandmother was talking about this drama school. Now, that's completely believable to Courtney. Because if we look at the grandmother character, first she's presented as, oh, quirky grandmother. She's a psychologist. She's going to be like this person that will tell Nene what's right and wrong. But we don't get that. What we get from the grandmother character is more of just a supporting role. We get Nene's Nene, as Ricky has his Nene, which, like we said, represents comfort. She finds the same comfort through someone who found comfort from coming to a new country, from finding her own way in life. You know, so if we look at the characters of EJ and Ricky, what we can see is what's
Hey
team?
guys, I'm trying to eat a Smartie up my leg, by the way.
So
It stuck to my tongue. Anyway, sorry.
how do you feel about the grandmother character?
I don't know. I don't feel they use her as much as they probably should.
I feel like her use is good.
No, yeah, for sure. I think her use is good, but I don't think they use her as much as they probably
I
should.
feel like they could
I think
almost
they should have.
overuse
I
her.
think they should have teased the youth actor conservatory with the grandmother way earlier than
Definitely.
they should have.
That was more
There was too much in the last episode. They set up way too much. Like there was the fire. They
Nene
set up
leaving.
Nene leaving, Gina
Nia
leaving.
Gina, one of my favorite characters.
Nene thinking about leaving, Gina preparing to actually leave, and Ricky blowing up on Nene, and then also questioning about like Gina and his mom. They set up way too much in the 7th episode.
So what I'm wanting to do now is talk about predictions, because Lucas can really contribute to this.
Yeah.
So let's start with the character
Well,
of.
Lucas actually predicts how it ends.
Let's start with the character of Gina. Where do you think her character is going? Because what we've seen her so far, is this the end of Gina?
Okay, going off the book for a second.
There's a bug?
You hear them, and I mean this could just be them trying to throw us off, but they've already talked about there being a second season. And every time they talk about there being a second season, Gina's actor Sophia Wiley is happy about it. So I don't think she'd be like, "Whoa, second season! I'm so excited to like hang out with you guys." If her character moves and she's not in the second season, now maybe she might move at the end of season 1 and then come back like 3 episodes into season 2. But I likely see her moving in with like Nene or something. I could see her moving in with somebody and staying
Like
in.
Ricky.
I don't think she's gonna move in with Ricky.
They love each other.
I hope not.
So,
I don't. I by the way, I'm a Nene, a Rene in game, and Devin is a Rena in game.
So I've liked Gina since the very beginning.
Are you a Rene or a Rena?
I'm Arena.
Fuck you.
So, those are ship names, obviously. But the reason why I've liked Gina from the very beginning is she's a character that we don't see in fiction a lot. She's an overdog. She's a character who struggles not from her talent, but struggles from her abundance of talent. Because she is so good. Because she is this better talented character. We don't see her struggle with trying to be better, struggling to be better. We see her struggle with other things. Like, a big part of it is her relationship with Ricky. Building this relationship with someone who she's kind of a bitch to.
I mean, in fairness, he kind of had it coming.
He did.
Let's take a break, guys.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, see, here's the deal. I think that Nene was right to move on, but she should have talked to him before she moved on. She should have had the conversation, I want to break up, before hooking up with EJ.
Oh, I'm against that. Nene was hurt.
I'm against that too.
And
But she didn't even let him explain why. Like, they could have, she didn't even fight it. She didn't even ask him why.
but would Ricky explain why?
I think so.
I don't believe he would.
It didn't take him that long to explain it after it happened. Like, after the summer, he thought he was still with Nene. Like, if
He is running away from commitment. He's running away from this fear that he's not going to.
it's not that he's running away from commitment, it's that he's scared to say something like that when it's so strong that even his parents won't say it to each other. Because that's kind of hard. Having two parents that don't say that they love each other, and then somehow saying I love you to a high school girlfriend matters. It's just like, he questioned it, but that doesn't mean he doesn't care about it. And he proved through singing the song, I
He
think I
does
kind
love
of
her.
know that he does love her. and I feel that she kind of jumped ship way too quickly. And her life shouldn't be all Ricky. I agree with that, but like then again, I mean, that kind of is thrown down the drain. Like if she moved on from Ricky but didn't get with EJ, I'd be like, yeah, sure, cool. Like her getting with EJ proves to me that it's like your life's still all about boys, so might as well just be about like all about Ricky,
the better character,
not necessarily the better character, but the one you were kind of in a relationship with for months.
The one that you loved. And let's go back to that
for a year, not months.
So
anyway, Lucas,
have you ever loved anybody?
It's a possibility.
Who have you loved?
I'm not going to disclose that on the podcast.
Guys,
so
we just pointed at each other.
No, we both pointed at Nathan, and he was like, no. Then I pointed at myself, and he quietly whispered in my ear, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
I didn't.
I remember that happening.
So, audience, he loves me. But
well,
what do you predict's going to happen with Nina or Rena or Rini?
Don't point at me when you say
so I think. So me personally, I'd like to see Irene.
A rainy day.
No, Irene.
Irene?
Is that Ashton involved too?
Why?
All of them are involved.
You want a... What do you want, Lucas?
Imagine.
Irene.
No, I'm not going to say that because some of them are underage.
I want a Mormon relationship with Irene.
Oh, do you think that the actors of Nene and Ricky, Josh, and Olivia are together?
I don't know. I don't think it would matter. They have really good chemistry, though.
They do.
Kind of like...
Here's the thing. Josh is 18 and Olivia is 16. So it's like, if they are together, they're probably not going to tell anyone about it. So
but it is legal in some states.
I think that it might be secret.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not legal in any state.
Yeah, it is.
That's not how the age of consent works.
The age of consent in some states is 18, meaning that anyone can do stuff with 18-year-olds.
No. That's not how that works. If you're 18, then the age of consent law does not apply to you. You become a criminal.
Now let's talk about criminals. Miss Jen...
Lucas, when have you ever felt like a criminal?
But let's actually talk about criminals. Miss Jen is technically a criminal. Does she have a teaching degree? Let's put the question.
No, it's like, whenever you do it, it's like, so, Lucas and I were driving. I was driving, Lucas was in the car. And we saw these kids, and instead of taking both of the sidewalks, they diagonally drove, so they jaywalked, kinda, on their scooters, but they did it like a little bunny hop, like a really bad bunny hop. And so we were like, they broke the law, but it's okay because they did a trick.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, like, yes, Miss Jen, if that's even her real name, broke the law by fabricating. But it's okay because they sang a song. Like, the cops are like, well, shit.
Well, Lucas...
I guess it's cool that you did that because, I mean, it's like they sang a song, so, like, you're innocent.
Yeah.
Lucas... Have you ever thought about committing a crime?
No. I've never felt like committing a crime.
Have you ever felt like a criminal?
Hey, Lucas, can you say yes so I can edit it?
But the
Yes.
bigger question is, Lucas, I want you to tell us what's going to happen in episode 9. The next episode. What do you believe is going to happen?
Rise of Skywalker?
Okay, end it there.